Great morning, holy brothers and sisters. On this thrifty Thursday of May 3rd, it is the 18th day of Iyar, known as Lag BaOmer, the 33rd day for those counting. It is also the yahrzeit of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who revealed the depths of Kabbalah through this day when a great fire and illumination was brought into the world. We are in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, and today's lesson will be called Sunny Sabbaths, teaching number 86, Posim bo Pisia Kitana, who stride on it with short steps. This is from the Shabbos table song. The main sphere over which the external forces hold sway during the 6 weekdays is that of the feet, in that they do not allow a person to walk in God's ways. On the Holy Shabbos, however, the feet regain the ability to walk, as alluded to in the verse, "If you turn back your feet because it is Shabbos," from Isaiah 58:13. But just as a child who first starts to walk still needs some assistance to support him, so too when a person begins to walk in God's ways on Shabbos, he still needs assistance to support him. This assistance is the element of truth, which is an integral part of the holiness of Shabbos. As our sage of blessed memory said, even a common boar is afraid to lie on Shabbos, from Demai 4:1. We know that the letters of truth are the words emes, aleph, mem, and taf, each which have 2 legs to stand on for each letter. And the opposite of truth is sheker, which means a lie. And every one of those only has 1 leg, because we know that a lie cannot stand on 2 legs and eventually all falls down. However, one must imbue the perambulatory limbs with power so that they can walk as well. This is accomplished through the charity of Shabbos, whereby a person gives charity to another person for a Shabbos needs, or he hosts a person who is poor at his table. Charity is associated with the sun, as it is written, a charitable son, from Malachi 3:20. The charity that a person does during the weekdays corresponds to the sun as it is during the present time. The charity of Shabbos corresponds to the sun as it will be when it is renewed in the future, which is like the light of the 7 days of creation, from Isaiah 30:26. If we think how brilliantly the sun is, we can begin to understand how bright and how warm and how illuminatingly powerful the blaze of tzedakah is. For during weekdays, but when we give for Shabbos, which corresponds to pure spirituality, our effects go beyond calculatory digits and raise to the realm of the infinite. As soon as a person wishes to follow the path of the upright, he must have fear and awe of God. That is, he must at least have fear of punishment. This kind of fear is called tzedek, righteous, or justice, and is associated with strict judgment. Thus, in most cases, when a person first begins to draw closer to the service of God, he is beset by strict judgments and suffering, God forbid. Subconsequently, however, when he comes to the truth, that is fear and awe of God's exaltedness, as opposed to fear of retribution, which is called amunah, faith, then all the strict judgments are mitigated at their root, and great loving kindness and compassion are drawn over him. Instead of a child not misbehaving out of a fear of punishment when he listens to the will of the parent, simply when he does it because it is their request, this is the ultimate love and builds bonds that exponentially build so much greater. And teaching number 88, who covers the heavens with clouds, Psalms 147:8. The tzeddek's fear and love of God are his hands by which he receives all the influx and bounty and all the blessings and the channels that are then brought to the Jewish people. However, he covers over and conceals this fear and love of his so that the accuser should not denounce him and steal away all the influx. But when a tzedek is widely known and accusers know about him, they make great efforts to prevent him from bringing down the influx of bounty to the Jewish people. Consequently, the Holy One, blessed is he, puts in the heart of another tzedek to oppose that tzedek in order to conceal him, and then he can bring down the influx of bounty. And this idea is that great blessings, such as wealth, should always not be flaunted. We should keep great things hidden so not to make others jealous of him and draw their evil eyes towards him. We should be tznius and modest to protect all the dear things that matter most to us. As always, thank you so much for learning together. And if you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.